Have you ever wondered how the Muslims and their lands fell into such weakness, destruction, and ruin after being under the great Ottoman Caliphate, whose glory lasted for more than 600 years? You might be puzzled and unable to find a satisfying answer, which leads us to even more complex questions. How did the Ottoman Caliphate fall? And who was the real force behind its downfall? Did those who were despised have a hand in it? What was the role of America and Europe in the situation we find ourselves in today? Who brought the devilish Turk, Ataturk, and placed him at the head of the modern secular Turkish system? Was Ataturk a Christian, or from those who were despised? Who turned the caliphate into a secular Turkish state? And why do the Turks harbor such animosity towards Arabs? Today, we unveil the secrets of the global system that toppled the caliphate, divided the Muslims, occupied their lands, and sowed discord and hatred among them. Welcome to the deception of the 20th century. First, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. After the peak of the golden age of the Ottoman Empire with the end of Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent's era, the state entered a period of decline and collapse. Successors were not of the same caliber as the great sultans, indulging in worldly matters, preoccupied with luxury and high status, and confining conquest to the bare minimum. This decline grew worse with each generation until the sultans became virtually meaningless. Since the time of Sultan Selim II, real power was in the hands of the Grand Vizier. The Grand Vizier commanded the army, managed the state's political and military affairs, and sent the army to quell internal revolts, which began to spread throughout the state's body due to the weakness of the sultans and the distance from religion. The situation worsened when the Ottoman state officially declared a halt to all conquests, lifting the sword from the necks of the Crusaders and Shiites. This allowed the other side of the infidel world in Europe and other anti-caliphate countries to gradually regain their strength until they became empires and began planning to reclaim Europe and other Arab lands from the Ottomans' grip. This great Ottoman Empire, which had kept them in check for centuries, was now in the early stages of decline, with the enemy at its borders, waiting, and the sparks of betrayal and revenge showing their fangs to unleash their venomous hatred on the ancient state. This fulfills the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. If you abandon jihad, Allah will impose a humiliation upon you that he will not remove until you return to your religion. This is precisely what happened in 1683 during the reign of Ottoman Sultan Mehmed IV. The state's condition worsened, financial instability spread, the Janissaries began meddling in governance, and chaos and unrest reached the capital, Istanbul.